Hi everybody, Simon here, Projects in the Barn. And look what I've uncovered. It's been quite an age since any of us have seen the Jaguar from underneath its cover. So you may or may not have noticed I've had a pretty big clear out down the barn here this morning. Thank you to my lovely wife Jo for helping me out. Basically from the middle of my barn onwards, I've had a massive clear out. There was so much junk at this end of the barn, along the side walls, at the back of the barn. So we've done one huge tip run. That still needs tidying up, but hopefully I've got a plan for all of that when I get a bit more organised down there in the barn. But now I've got my motorhome out, it gives me a lot more space in here to work. So I'm going to make the most of that, excuse me, while the van is outside. So I just thought I would show you my XKR because it's been so long. Can you believe it's almost 2 years since I got this car? It was May 2023 and here we are at the first week of March 2025. So yeah, almost 2 years. In fact, it was almost a year ago, almost, maybe gone. I think it was April. Yeah, it's almost a year ago that I did the poll and we made the decision to remove the rear subframe. So it just goes to show how my life has gone over the last 12 months. I've had a really, really busy year with one thing and another. Hence the video sort of slowed down a little bit, but we're on it. We're making great progress with the rear subframe and all the suspension components. So I just thought it'd be nice to get the Jag out whilst I've got it all nice and tidied. I've tidied all the wheels up, which are all down there. And as I've been doing it, I've realised I've left all the nuts and bolts and bits down by the axle stands for each corner. I should have bagged them up, I know. I apologise, but I didn't do it. I'm hoping the back of the barn, where it's all slatted timbers, I covered in plastic probably 5 years ago, and as you can imagine, the wind's battered in, it's all torn, and that's the noise in the background, if in fact you can hear it. So yeah, I'll show you what we've done so far. I'll take you outside so we can have a look together. Look at the car, how the rear axle's getting on the rear drive shaft. So I've got a bit of a half and half for you. So the actual differential case is all done. This arm's had one coat of paint. That took so much work to clean up around the UJs. And look, I didn't even realise. Can we see there? We've got grease nipples, one there and one there. So I've actually ordered a grease gun so we can do that while it's off the bench. We may as well fill them full of grease. And hopefully you can see the difference between that side and that side. You can see how gross it was all inside there. Pretty minging. Even on this one. And then we compare it to that one. Still needs another coat of paint. But yeah, a million times better than what it was. I'm not going to overly stress about painting inside around the UJs because it's just naturally going to get full of crud and dirt and grease. But I'll do my best to keep it clean. I've got it pretty decent, to be fair. So yeah, I've started brushing down the aluminium housing. I think I'm going to give that a coat of silver paint. Aluminium paint, maybe. Or I might stick to the Nitromors paint, which I think is giving really good coverage, but in the silver they do. So I might do that, or I might leave it, I don't know. But as I've said before, I am going to replace the ABS sensors. They're mega cheap, they're sort of 10 or 20 pound each, so I may as well replace them while it's off. Still got the backing plates to do, and here's the suspension, or the subframe hangers, looking, as you can see, pretty grotty. I'm hoping they will come back to life I've got this part, the subframe, which goes on there. Got that to clean up, a few other brackets, but it's coming along nicely, and that's what I've come down here today, is to finish off that. The rest of it, excuse me, is still here, looking resplendent. And I've got the springs and all the shock absorber mounts to clean and paint up as well. There we go, just to give a bit of perspective in my barn, how much more room I've now got. Loads, and all the front, look, I've cleared away all that rubbish. There's my wheels for the Jag. So yeah, looking nice. The double fives, I think they're called. So they will be going back on. So yeah, I've given myself a lot more room, a lot more space. Oh, I've still got one of the brake discs down there. There we have it. Jag's looking all right, isn't it? And I have a present inside this box. So let me just put the camera down. We can then have a look to see what we've got. Right, let me get set up. Right, let's leave the camera there. And hopefully you can see me. But we've got a parcel arrived today from my friends at Auto Reserve Jaguar. Hopefully you've seen me mention them in previous videos. But when I looked at the state of my A-frame, I started searching for a replacement, because it might be salvageable, but I might keep it as a spare, see what I can do with it in the long term. But moving forward, I think it needed a replacement. The bushes could do with being replaced. So I noticed on Auto Reserve Jaguar's webpage and on their eBay page, they were selling refurbished ones. So I reached out to them, got through to a lovely bloke there called Andrew, had a good old chat with him, and I ended up buying a used but refurbished A-frame from him, or from the company. That was on, when did I do that? Wednesday? Today's Friday, so it's arrived in the post this morning. So let's open up, see what it's like. And so yeah, he couldn't be any more helpful on the phone, I must say. Andrew at Auto Reserve, really good, really knowledgeable, and I paid for this. I didn't get it for free, but he has looked after me, I've got to say that, so thank you so much, Andrew. And what I will say is, if there's any parts that you want to buy for your Jaguar and you're looking to save some money or buy used, refurbished or new, then have a look at Auto Reserve Jaguar's website. I'll put a link to their website in the description below, so have a look on there. And if you want to, you can either order directly from their website, go on their eBay page, or phone them up and have a chat and do your order directly over the phone, and maybe even say Simon from Products in the Barn sent you, and I'm sure they will look after you, because they certainly did to me. So thank you again, Andrew. But let's have a look at your parts, shall we? So, there we go. So I'll leave the box there. Firstly, yeah, really well packaged. So just drop the camera down so we can see what we're looking at together. We'll come in a bit closer, shall we? And then we can maybe do a bit of a comparison for the new against the old. Right. I'll get my knee pad, check my knees, because I'm getting old. So I hope you can hear me over the rustling of all that plastic. Okay. So yeah, this has been shot blasted, powder coated, by the looks of it, as they describe it on their website. Oh yes, look at that. Little tag there saying okay. Look at that. Brand new mounts as well. the bushes. Beautiful. And there we have it. Oh, happy days. Look at that. And this one is where mine is kippered all along this edge. I must say, really, really good condition along there. And we can see the stamp for Jaguar in the top here still, which is good. And then the part number as well. Excuse me, which is amazing. So yeah, really, really tough. So thank you, Auto Reserve Jaguar. That is an awesome piece of kit. I'll grab my old one, look, so you can compare the two. It's just over here. And it's quite the difference. I hope you can see that. Yeah, quite a big difference, isn't there, between the two. So, yeah, super, super impressed. And on mine, it's just starting to go along these edges. I think I probably could save it. I am going to have a go at doing that. I think I will be able to save it, but that can be a job for another day. When you compare it to what the guys at Auto Reserve have done for me. Yeah, I'm super happy. So, yeah, big shout out to them. Thank you very much indeed. So I can now put this across here. I know you can't see, bear with me. Excuse me. Which means, there we go. All the parts coming together nicely. Happy days. So we are making progress. We are getting there. Let's have a look at the Jag, shall we? Yep. There we go, stay there, camera. Right, happy days. So although I've still got plenty more work to do, it's all coming together nicely. It's all starting to add up. So I've got some further news. I actually, at the weekend, sold my Jaguar XF-S. I know, right? Typical me. Those who have been following the channel for a while. I don't keep my cars very long, but I sold it to a lovely chap down near London called Jersey, who basically saw my car and was, should we say, very, very keen on owning it, to the point where I told him no on a few occasions. But as my wife, who is a lot brighter than me, keeps telling me I can only drive one car at a time. So, the Jaguar XF-S has gone. It turns me a nice little profit, which Jersey knows. He knows what I paid for it and what I sold it to him for. So I did turn a nice little profit on that car. Thank you, Jersey. But all of that money now is going to be put back into the XKR. So it'll allow me to finish buying off the rest of the parts for the suspension and anything else that it might need. I've got a little pot little slush fund to start putting into it now. Because as I've said in the previous video, when you start adding up all the bushes, there's a lot of them, and they average sort of around £30 each. So I could spend quite a few £100 just on bushes for the rear suspension, and that's without touching the rest of the car or the front suspension. So yeah, it's all going to add up. So I've freed up a bit of cash, I've done that. So sad I've sold the Jaguar XF-S, pleased because it's freed up some money so I can just smash on with the build of the XKR. And what it's also meant is I've been able to put my Porsche back on the road. So the little Porsche Boxster I put back on the road at the weekend. So I've been cutting around on that the last few days, and it's been lovely because the sun's been shining. So it's been nice to get behind the wheel of that again. So there we have it. So it's just a bit of a update video today. Not any sort of real progress from me in terms of what I've done. I just wanted to show you where we are, what I've been doing in preparation to continue with the build. But yeah, I'm going to go back out there now off camera, start or try and finish off the work on the rear diff, so we can then get these shocks and springs all sorted out and start looking to put it all together again. So it's another installment. But yeah, so I'll just put this video out quickly, so it's only a short video, and then we'll do some real work again in the next one, hopefully. But anyway, at least the videos are coming, eh? That's most important. But anyway, that's it from me, guys. If you're enjoying what we're doing, particularly on the build on the XKR, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you don't yet do so. And yeah, leave us a comment. I reply to all the comments that I get. I enjoy reading all your comments, good and bad. And those that enjoy telling me what I'm doing wrong, how to do it right, thank you so much for that. Like I say, I'm certainly no expert, just a keen hobbyist. So there we go. So yeah, thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time round in another episode on all things here down in the barn. So take everybody, see you soon. Bye for now.